Most people believe that cold feet, heavy legs, and that tingling sensation when you stand up are just normal parts of getting older. But what if I told you that there's one simple drink, something you might already have in your kitchen, that could make a noticeable difference in how your legs feel every single day? The surprising part is, this has nothing to do with expensive supplements or complicated routines. It's something our grandparents knew about, but somehow, it got forgotten along the way. And here's what's really interesting. Most seniors are actually doing the opposite of what helps, drinking things throughout the day that quietly make circulation worse. Stay with me, because near the end, I'll reveal the simplest daily adjustment that can actually support better blood flow, even if you're 65, 75, or beyond. And I'll also share why the timing of when you drink it matters more than most people realize. Before we go any further, I'd love to hear from you, because this video is really about building a community of seniors who are learning together. Can you do me a favor and share 3 things in the comments? First, where are you watching from today? Your city and country. Second, if you're comfortable, share your age. It's wonderful to see seniors from all walks of life here. And third, how do your legs feel right now? Heavy? Light? Tingling? Comfortable? There's no wrong answer, just honest experiences. I read every single comment, and your experiences help other seniors feel less alone. Many of you have shared incredible insights in previous videos, and I love seeing this community grow. While you're typing that out, let me say thank you for being here. Whether you're 62 or 82, whether you're watching from Texas or Toronto, you're in exactly the right place. Now, let's dive into what's really happening inside your legs as we age, and why the common advice you've probably heard might actually be missing the most important piece. In the next 20 minutes or so, you'll discover some things that might genuinely surprise you. We're going to talk about one popular drink that most seniors have every morning, but it's quietly affecting circulation in ways almost no one explains clearly. A simple beverage that supports blood flow naturally, and why the temperature you drink it at actually matters. What most seniors misunderstand about leg circulation after 60, and why just walking more isn't always enough. The best time of day to support your circulation, based on how your body actually works. And a surprising tip at the end, something many seniors only discover after a health scare, but you won't have to wait for that. Make sure you stay until the very end, because that final tip is often the one people wish they'd known years earlier. It takes less than 2 minutes a day, costs nothing, and seniors who try it often notice a difference within the first week. Here's something I'd love you to do while watching. If you hear something that surprises you, something you didn't know before, just leave a quick comment saying "new" or "didn't know that." It helps me understand what information seniors are missing, and it also helps other viewers know which parts are worth paying extra attention to. Why your legs feel different after 60. Let's start with something almost every senior experiences, but rarely understands clearly. After about age 60, the tiny blood vessels in your legs, the ones responsible for carrying oxygen and nutrients, start to change. Not in a dramatic way, but in subtle, gradual ways that add up over time. Think of it like this. Imagine a garden hose that's been used for many summers. It still works, but the water doesn't flow quite as freely as it once did. That's what's happening in those small vessels. And here's where most seniors get confused. Your heart is still working just fine. The problem isn't your heart's strength. It's about the journey that blood takes to get down to your feet and back up again. Does this sound familiar? That feeling when you've been sitting for a while, and when you stand up, your legs feel stiff or heavy. Or when you wake up in the morning and your feet feel cold, even though the room is warm. That's not age. That's circulation. Now, here's the practical part. There are simple, gentle ways to support this, and one of the most effective involves something you drink. But before I tell you what it is, I need to explain what most seniors are drinking throughout the day that's actually working against them. Quick comment check. Has anyone noticed their legs feeling heavier in the evening than in the morning? Just type yes if that's you. I'm curious how common this is. Most seniors actually do the opposite of what's coming up next, and once you understand why, everything starts to make sense. The morning drink that's working against you. Here's something almost no one explains clearly to seniors. Coffee. Now, before you close this video, I'm not telling you to give up your morning coffee, but I am going to explain something important that changes how you might think about timing. Coffee is what's called a vasoconstrictor. That's a fancy word, but here's what it means in simple terms. It makes your blood vessels tighten up a little bit. For some parts of your body, that's not a big deal. But for your legs, where blood already has to work against gravity to flow properly, that temporary tightening can make things harder. And here's the part many seniors don't realize. If you drink coffee on an empty stomach first thing in the morning, that effect is even stronger. Think about your typical morning. You wake up. You've been lying down for 7 or 8 hours. Your circulation has been in rest mode all night. And then the very first thing you do is drink something that tightens your blood vessels. Does this sound familiar? This doesn't mean coffee is bad. It just means that timing matters. And there's a better way to start your morning that actually supports circulation instead of working against it. I'd love to know, do you have coffee first thing when you wake up, or do you eat something first? Drop a comment and let me know, and include your age if you'd like. Your answer might help other seniors think about their own routines. But here's what surprises people even more. The one drink that actually helps. So if coffee tightens things up, what opens things up? The answer is simpler than you might think. Warm water. I know, that doesn't sound exciting. It's not a miracle juice or an expensive supplement. It's just warm water. But let me explain why this matters, especially for seniors over 60. When you drink warm water, not hot, not cold, but comfortably warm, it does something gentle but powerful. It encourages your blood vessels to relax and widen slightly. That widening makes it easier for blood to flow through those tiny vessels in your legs. Think of it like gently warming up a car engine on a cold morning. You're not forcing anything. You're just making everything run more smoothly. And here's the part most people miss. The temperature actually matters. Cold water can cause a temporary tightening, the opposite of what you want. And hot water can be uncomfortable for many seniors. But warm water? That's the sweet spot. Here's the simple adjustment. Before your morning coffee, drink 1 glass of warm water. Just plain warm water. That's it. Nothing fancy. No lemon required. No honey needed. Though you can add those if you enjoy them. This one small change helps your circulation wake up gently before you introduce coffee. And many seniors who try this notice that their legs feel lighter and less stiff throughout the morning. Does this sound like something you could try tomorrow morning? Think about it for a moment. 1 glass of warm water, right when you wake up, before anything else. If you're going to try this tomorrow, just comment trying it. And if you want, share your age and where you're from. Other seniors reading the comments will see that people like them are making these small changes, and that's really encouraging. But there's more to this than just the morning. Why staying hydrated gets harder after 60. Here's something that surprises almost everyone. As we get older, our sense of thirst actually decreases. That means you can be mildly dehydrated without even feeling thirsty. And when you're dehydrated, even just a little bit, your blood becomes slightly thicker. Thicker blood flows more slowly, especially in those small vessels in your legs. Think of it like honey versus water. Honey moves slowly. Water flows freely. Your blood needs to flow freely. Most seniors aren't drinking enough throughout the day, not because they're careless, but because their body simply doesn't send the thirsty signal as strongly anymore. And here's where it gets even more important for leg circulation specifically. When you're sitting or standing for long periods, which most seniors do throughout the day, blood naturally pools in your lower legs a bit. If you're well hydrated, that blood flows back up more easily. If you're even slightly dehydrated, it pools more and moves more sluggishly. That's why your legs might feel heavier in the evening than they did in the morning. Now, here's the practical approach that works for many seniors. Set gentle reminders throughout the day to drink warm or room temperature water. Not cold water from the fridge, room temperature or slightly warm. And you don't need to chug huge amounts. Just consistent, moderate sips throughout the day. Some seniors set an alarm on their phone every 2 hours. Others keep a water bottle visible wherever they spend most of their time, by the TV remote, on the kitchen counter, by their favorite chair. Here's a question for you. How many glasses of water do you typically drink in a day? Be honest, no judgment here. Just comment with a number, and if you'd like, your age. This helps other seniors see what's typical and what might need adjusting. Your experiences in the comments help others realize they're not alone. But here's something that often surprises people even more than the hydration piece. I'm seeing so many thoughtful comments already from seniors all over, from Florida, from Manchester, from Sydney, and it's wonderful to see this community supporting each other. If this video is already helping you understand your body a little better, I want to ask you for a small favor. Tapping the like button helps other seniors discover this information too. YouTube's algorithm shows videos like this to more people when they see engagement, and that means more seniors like you get access to helpful, honest information. And I genuinely love reading your comments. Whether you're sharing your age, your location, how your legs feel, or what you're learning, your experience matters. You might be helping another 70-year-old in Ohio or a 65-year-old in Adelaide realize they're not the only one experiencing what you're experiencing. That's the power of this community. Now, let's keep going, because there's still more to cover, and the best tip is still coming near the end. The drink most seniors think is healthy, but isn't helping. Let's talk about something that might surprise you. Many seniors drink fruit juice thinking it's a healthy choice. And yes, juice has vitamins. But when it comes to circulation, there's a hidden problem most people don't know about. High sugar content. Even natural sugar from fruit, when concentrated into juice form, causes temporary spikes in blood sugar. And here's what happens when your blood sugar spikes. Your blood vessels can become temporarily less flexible. Less flexible vessels mean blood has a harder time flowing smoothly, especially in those tiny capillaries in your legs. Think of it this way. If you've ever made homemade jam, you know that as you add sugar and heat, the mixture gets thicker and less fluid. Something similar happens in your bloodstream with concentrated sugar. Now, this doesn't mean fruit is bad. Whole fruit is wonderful. It has fiber that slows down sugar absorption. But juice, especially store-bought juice, is essentially concentrated sugar water. If you enjoy juice, here's a simple adjustment. Dilute it with water. Half juice, half water. You still get the flavor you enjoy, but with less sugar impact on your circulation. Or better yet, infuse plain water with fresh fruit slices. You get a hint of flavor without the sugar spike. Do you currently drink juice regularly? Does this information change how you think about it? If juice is part of your daily routine, just comment juice, and other seniors reading this will know they're not alone in learning something new today. Many of you have mentioned in past videos that you appreciate when I explain the why behind these suggestions, not just the what. That's exactly what we're doing here today. But here's what really brings everything together. Movement and hydration work together. Here's something almost no one explains clearly to seniors. Drinking the right things only helps if you're also moving throughout the day. But, and this is important, I'm not talking about intense exercise. I'm talking about gentle, frequent movement. Think of your leg muscles as tiny pumps. When you flex your calf muscle, even just by pointing and flexing your toes, you're helping squeeze blood back up toward your heart. Your muscles are literally pumping your circulation. But if you sit still for hours, even if you're drinking plenty of water, that pumping action isn't happening. Blood pools in your lower legs. Your feet might start to feel cold or tingly. Here's the simple approach that works for many seniors. Every hour, do 3 things. Stand up, or if standing is difficult, shift your weight in your chair. Take a few sips of room temperature water. Point and flex your toes 10 times. This activates those calf pumps. That's it. It takes less than a minute. You can do it during a commercial break, after finishing a chapter in your book, or when you get up to refill your water. Does this sound familiar? Have you noticed that when you've been sitting for a long time watching TV or reading, your legs feel stiff when you first stand up? That's exactly what we're addressing here. For those watching who have limited mobility, even if you're in a wheelchair or spend most of your time seated, you can still do these ankle movements. Point your toes away from you, then flex them back toward your shin. That simple motion activates circulation. I'd love to hear from you. What's your typical day like? Do you sit for long stretches, or are you up and moving throughout the day? Comment your age and a quick description, like 72, sit most of the day, or 68, up and down a lot. This helps other seniors reading understand that everyone's situation is different, and there's no judgment here. Just honest conversation about supporting our bodies where we are right now. But there's still one more drink we need to talk about. The surprising benefit of herbal tea. Now, you might be wondering, what about tea? Here's where it gets interesting. Certain herbal teas can actually support circulation in gentle, natural ways. Not black tea or green tea. Those contain caffeine, which has similar effects to coffee. I'm talking about caffeine-free herbal teas. Two that are particularly gentle and supportive for seniors. Ginger tea. Ginger has natural properties that support healthy blood flow. It's warming, which many seniors find comforting, especially in the evening when legs tend to feel heaviest. Hibiscus tea. This one surprises people. Hibiscus is naturally supportive of blood vessel health and has a pleasant, slightly tart flavor. You don't need fancy versions. Simple tea bags from your local grocery store work perfectly fine. Here's a simple routine many seniors find helpful. Morning, warm water first thing, then your regular coffee if you enjoy it. Afternoon, room temperature water throughout the day. Evening, a cup of warm ginger or hibiscus tea. This creates a gentle rhythm that supports circulation without requiring you to think about it constantly or make dramatic changes. Does this sound doable for you? Think about your current routine. Could you add that morning warm water? Could you swap your evening beverage for herbal tea? If you already drink herbal tea, comment which kind you enjoy. And if you've noticed any difference in how your legs feel, your experience might encourage another senior to try it. Now, we're getting close to that final tip I promised at the beginning. But first, let me tie everything together. Why common advice misses the mark? You've probably heard the standard advice before. Just drink more water and walk more. And that's not wrong, but it's incomplete. Here's what almost no one explains clearly to seniors. The type of liquid matters. The temperature matters. The timing matters. And the combination with movement matters. Let's break down why. Cold water causes temporary vasoconstriction. Your vessels tighten up briefly. For younger people with robust circulation, this isn't a big deal. But for seniors over 60, where circulation is already working a bit harder, warm or room temperature water is genuinely more helpful. Sugary drinks, even healthy fruit juices. Because those blood sugar spikes we talked about, which temporarily make blood vessels less flexible. And when you're already dealing with age-related changes in circulation, you don't want anything making your vessels less flexible. Coffee and caffeine aren't evil, but timing matters. Having coffee after you've already supported your circulation with warm water and gentle movement is very different from making it the first thing you do when you wake up. And here's the part that brings it all together. Your body has natural rhythms. Circulation is naturally slower when you first wake up and tends to pull more in your legs as the day goes on. So supporting circulation in the morning sets you up for better flow all day, and gentle evening habits help prevent that heavy leg feeling at night. Now it makes sense, doesn't it? This is why small, strategic changes in what you drink and when you drink it can feel so powerful. You're not fighting against your body. You're working with its natural rhythms. Think about this. Before watching this video, did you realize that the temperature of water actually mattered for circulation? Or that the order of your morning drinks could make a difference? If any of this has changed how you think about your daily routine, just comment, "Changed my thinking." It helps me know what information is most valuable for seniors, and it helps other viewers feel confident that these insights are genuinely useful. Many of you in past videos have shared that you tried something I suggested and noticed a real difference. Those comments are incredibly encouraging for other seniors who are considering making similar changes. Now, here's that final tip I promised. The 2-minute evening ritual. Remember at the beginning when I said there's something many seniors only discover after a health scare, but you don't have to wait for that? Here it is. Every evening before bed, spend 2 minutes with your legs elevated. Not high in the air, just resting on a cushion or pillow so they're slightly higher than your heart. Here's why this matters so much. All day long, your blood has been working against gravity to flow up from your feet. Even with good hydration and gentle movement, there's still some pooling in your lower legs by evening. That's completely normal. But when you lie down with your legs slightly elevated for just 2 minutes before sleep, you're giving your circulatory system a gentle assist. You're making it easier for blood that's pooled in your legs to flow back toward your heart. Many seniors who try this notice less restlessness in their legs at night, less morning stiffness, warmer feet when they wake up, a general feeling that their legs are lighter. And here's the beautiful part. It costs nothing, it's gentle, and you can start tonight. Just before you get into bed, sit on the edge of your bed and swing your legs up onto a pillow. Rest there for 2 minutes. You can even drink your evening herbal tea during those 2 minutes. 2 minutes. That's all. For those with limited mobility or who have trouble getting into that position, you can do a modified version in your favorite chair. Just prop your feet up on a cushioned footstool for a few minutes in the evening while you're watching TV or reading. The important part is that your feet are higher than your hips, even by just a little bit. Here's what I'd love you to do. If you're going to try this tonight, comment tonight. And if you're comfortable, include your age and where you're from. Then, if you remember, come back in a week and reply to your own comment sharing if you noticed any difference. Those follow-up comments are incredibly valuable. When other seniors see real people reporting back with their experiences, it gives them confidence to try it themselves. This simple habit, combined with the hydration changes we talked about, creates a powerful 1-2 approach for supporting healthy circulation in your legs. Let me leave you with something important. No matter your age, your body still responds to gentle, consistent support. If you're 63 or 83, if your legs have been feeling heavy for years or just started feeling different recently, small changes can still make a meaningful difference. This isn't about reversing time or making dramatic transformations. It's about supporting the body you have right now in simple, sustainable ways. Progress doesn't come from trying to do everything at once. It comes from picking 1 or 2 small changes, like that morning warm water or the evening leg elevation, and doing them consistently. Be kind to yourself. Your body has carried you through decades of life. It deserves gentle, thoughtful care. And remember, improvement is always possible. Not perfection, improvement. Even a 10% difference in how your legs feel can impact your entire day. If you found this information helpful, I share new videos like this regularly. Simple, senior-friendly ways to understand and support your body as you age. Please consider subscribing so you don't miss future videos. And here's what would really help. In the comments, tell me, which part of today's video surprised you most? What's one small change you're going to try this week? And if you'd like, share your age and location again. It's wonderful seeing seniors from around the world connecting here. Your comments don't just help me understand what's most valuable to you. They also create a community where seniors support and encourage each other. When someone from Texas sees that someone from Toronto is trying the same thing they are, that's powerful. I read every single comment, and I often reply. Thank you for spending these 24 minutes with me today. Thank you for being open to learning, for being willing to try small changes, and for being part of this community. Take care of yourself. Drink that warm water tomorrow morning. Try elevating your legs tonight. And notice how your body responds. Until next time, be well.